Am I wrong for being upset that my BF sleeps at his ex-wife's house when he visits his kids? Hi all, I 30 female have been dating my boyfriend 33 male for a little more than a year now. He has been divorced for 2 years now and has 2 kids in their young teens who live in another faraway state, so he cannot see them often. When we started talking, it was just casual. He visited his kids then, but it never came up that he stays with his ex-wife while he visits his kids. Now that we are more serious, he still stays at his ex's house when he visits. He claims it's so he can spend ample time with the kids, and so they can spend holidays and birthdays as a family. I have sat him down and talked to him about how him staying in her house while she is there makes me extremely uncomfortable. I did my best to avoid an argument. I offered to pay for his hotel or airfare to take some of the burden off. An argument still happened. It boiled down to he isn't there for her. He is there for his kids, and that I need to trust that nothing is happening with her. I tried to challenge this by saying it isn't a big deal if he gets a hotel since they are divorced, and why he insists on spending time with her at all since he hates her. He ended up saying I'm mad because I hate his kids, which I don't. Now we aren't speaking. Am I in the wrong for being upset that he stays with his ex when he visits them? Edit. A few people have asked what will I do if we proceed with getting married or I go to visit with him. He brought this up to her before and she said he could continue to stay with her and I would have to stay in a hotel. I would only be allowed to see the children at certain times that she dictates, which does not include holidays or birthdays. I most certainly understand that their children come before any partner. That is not the issue I have. I have no issue with him being a father. I enjoy that aspect of him. I also understand that she does not want me to see her children, which is well within her right. When all this came up, he told me that she threatened to go for full custody should he violate any of her rules, so he told me I can't come with him.
Am I wrong for not giving my cheating wife another chance? Me 39 male and my wife 33 female. Have been together for 13 years. She recently went away on a girls' trip. I was not worried at all. I have never had a reason to distrust her. She has never done anything to give me an cause for concern. And it's not like she was even going abroad. She was going to a Butlins half an hour away for God's sake. She went with her sister and a few other girls. She called me up this morning, and I didn't expect anything other than her checking in. She's only been away 1 night of a 3-night trip. When I answered, she was crying and incoherent. When I finally calmed her down, she told me she had slept with someone else the night before. Supposedly, she met a guy who she approached. They flirted a little and danced together, and she thought that was as far as it would go. But he supposedly just charmed her into a kiss, which turned to making out, which turned to her asking him to walk her back to her hotel, which turned into them having sex. She says nothing was amiss, he wasn't pushy or weird, and they actually had sex multiple times. Because she would say they need to stop, and he would stop immediately, and then, after a few minutes, she'd want him to carry on and he would. And he supposedly never even finished, because of the starting. This supposedly went on for 3 hours. And she eventually said stop for good and asked him to leave, and he did. The guy is supposedly 10 years younger than her. And she said she lied and told him she was going through a divorce. She says she doesn't know what came over her, and she just wanted to see if she still had it but got carried away. 14 years, married for 10, and we have a 7-year-old daughter. I want to leave her. She's begging me not to, offering marriage counseling. Never going out again, never drinking again, etc., etc. I've always been a one-chance sort of guy. I just told her to go fuck herself and have been ignoring her since about 10 a.m. Now her friends and sister are calling me too. They apparently had no idea she'd even gone home with him. They saw them talking but thought nothing of it. I just want them all to leave me alone. I told my mom about it and she said I should think of my family, and that my wife seems genuinely remorseful and didn't try and hide anything, and came clean straight away. That it's not like she had an affair, and that is bad as it is. This is best case scenario. After that conversation I feel like I'm insane. Am I wrong for not even considering forgiving her?